And welcome into On the Go. Over the past few weeks, we've been talking with the folks from the Preserves from Alabama Power Company. The Preserves is a project of Alabama Power where they took some of the areas where they have their hydroelectric areas and they've turned them into some beautiful areas for the use of the citizens of Alabama. And even if you're not a citizen of Alabama, you're welcome to come in also. But and today we have with us Josh Yerby. And Josh, you're primarily responsible for the Preserves,
right,
and it comes under your venue. And today we're going to be talking about something up in the Gadsden area there.
Right.
Obviously, all the preserves are available, and you can see them on the website.
Yes, exactly.
So you can get all the information you want. This one's called Slackland Beach.
Yes.
And it's near the Weiss Reservoir,
That's
which
right.
is, like you say, up near around Lineville and in that area up there.
Yeah, it's a little bit north of Lineville. The towns that are around Weiss are Leesburg or Center.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the towns that are around there.
Okay.
Those are a few of them. But yeah, so Slackland Beach is a day use area that that we have on Weiss Lake. It's a relatively new site for us. We developed it maybe 3 years ago.
And you developed it from the ground up.
That's right.
Yeah. Obviously it's from the ground
I think
up.
in the past, people would go hang out there sometimes, but we formally developed it into Slackland Beach and started providing these amenities that we have out there now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's a seasonal park also?
It's open year round.
Okay.
From daylight till dusk.
Okay.
We don't have any attendance out there at Slackland. Some of the things that that we offer out there are, of course, there's a swim area. We don't have a designated beach, but the whole area, when the water is up at Weiss, because this is because the water
Up and down
fluctuates
base,
there, right? You can swim. We've got picnic tables out there, benches. We've got a nice gazebo out there for just sitting and relaxing. We have restrooms, and we have a nature trail out there as well.
Wonderful,
Right.
wonderful. Because you'll get a different, for every place that you have, there's a little something different to see.
Right.
When you walk the trails, they're all of the flora and fauna that are indigenous to that particular area. Yeah, I just think it's so educational too. I love being able to take your grandchildren and go, or even for us, to go and learn something.
And the nice thing you do to your nature trails that you have on all the properties, not just this one, is you are going to get glimpses of the lake or the reservoirs.
Absolutely.
So you're getting a combination of a lot of different looks.
Right.
Rather than just walking through the woods, I saw another tree.
Right.
Well, Jack, remember though, what I love is the interpretive signage.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's
So if there is something unusual, there are signs.
Indigenous to that area, yes.
To teach you, and I love that.
That's right. And we just developed a pollinator plot out there at
Oh,
this site
great.
last year. So this
Okay.
spring, summer, it should really be blooming very well. So that's another thing that you can go see. We've got our pollinator interpretive signage up around the pollinator plots at certain areas. And one of the things that we really thrive on is partnerships with local groups.
Yes.
Last year, we partnered with the Cherokee County Master Gardeners Association
Oh.
on a project
That's
at
a good one.
Slackland Beach. Who better to go help us enhance
Yes.
it with
Right.
plants
Yes.
and stuff like that. So, we worked with them. They were a pleasure to work with. So they helped us develop some of these areas at Slackland Beach with certain native plants.
Great.
And help to beautify this whole area. So we say that was a great partnership.
Yeah,
we had
that's a
up there.
real win-win because
Right.
a lot of times if you ever worked with master gardeners, they do wonderful things, but a lot of times nobody gets a chance to see the fruits of their labors.
Right.
And this is a good chance to do it.
Absolutely. Yep.
I just love what you're doing, and I think that we need to all take advantage of this. Get outside, take your family, get those family bonds, learn about your environment, and get healthy.
Right.
It's healthy. You're breathing great
and
air.
our
exercise.
audience are people 50 years of age and older. But I think every one of the properties that you have, including this one, they're very easy to navigate, are they not?
They are.
I mean, obviously, there's probably not a lot of areas for people with disabilities, but as you're growing a little bit older, it's not like I've got to go up a path like this.
Right. Most of our nature trails, for example, it's difficult to make a nature trail accessible.
Yes.
But we do have certain ones
Some
of
that are.
those that that we can talk about. But as far as trying to enjoy the general amenities at the site, such as a picnic table, stuff like that, we do try to make as much accessible at these sites as we can. But again, some of our nature trails, they're not quite accessible. We try to keep them.
Yeah, it's a nature trail.
Right,
Yeah,
that's right.
I mean, that's the way to be.
Actually-
Otherwise, it'd be a super highway.
Right.
Actually, that's fine though,
Yes.
because I have people 30 and 40 years old, Jack, that come up to me in the grocery store and they watch our program.
Yes.
So we're not totally limited. to
Well, they're in
50.
training for when they get older.
Yeah.
Even Josh is in
They're
training.
getting
He's not old enough to watch the show, but we're letting him be.
I am getting older every day. Every day.
Yes, we are.
Well, I'll tell
Well,
you,
listen.
this will keep you younger.
Yes, yes.
Going to the preserves, all these places, that'll keep you living longer.
Absolutely. Okay, we want to thank you again for being with us this week. And just remember this, go to their website for the preserves. It's a gift from Alabama Power to the citizens of the state of Alabama. Enjoy it because it's a great way to spend a day. And we'll be right back right after this.